Hey queens, welcome back, or just welcome to the channel if you're new here. Hi, my name's Flora and it's autumn, guys. It's September 2nd. Would have filmed yesterday but I'd work. Boring, I know, but it's rainy outside, the weather's cold, I've got a jumper on, I've got a mini skirt and some fishnet tights, and I've even got some really cute Mary Janes. I haven't got any shorts on under my skirt, so I'm trying not to flash anybody. I've got a little red lip, and I've got a gingerbread coffee. I normally am a hazelnut coffee kind of gal in the autumn. Don't have any hazelnut syrup. Do have gingerbread syrup though, so we put that in that, and it's lovely. So we're gonna do some baking, because what's more autumnal than baking? And we're gonna make my favourite autumn recipe, apple pie cookies. Look how cutesy they look, and they're lovely. Found a recipe for these on Pinterest last year, and I love them. So we're gonna get started. First of all, we're gonna tie our hair back, because it looks cute on camera having my hair down, but I don't want to get any hair like in the cookies. So hair tied back immediately, and yeah, gonna get started. Now on here it says to do the apple pie filling first. I'm gonna do the dough first because it says to then let that sit in like the fridge for a bit. So we're gonna make the dough. Now, to make the dough, add the room temperature vegan butter. How much butter do I need? Who knows? Also, I'm not completely convinced I have all the right ingredients. Well, I know I have all the right ingredients. Also convinced I don't have enough of a lot of the ingredients, so this might be a bit of a trial and error kind of vibe. I'm trying to avoid any breadcrumbs that's in my butter. How much do I need? 113 grams. Bloody hell. Right. Yeah, I got toast crumbs. Okay. That's 41. And then I feel like maybe I should have done like a Blue Peter kind of vibe where I just have everything pre-measured out. Here's what I made already. 99. We're getting there, guys. Oops. 107. Oh my god, I need like 6 grams more. Oh my god, literally 113 on the dot. That's cray cray. So, butter done. Next, half cup of white sugar. Oh, how much is a half cup? Do I have cups? I do have some like measuring spoons somewhere. Do they have cups in there? Oh, 1 cup. This 1.5? Yes. Okay, I've got half a cup. This was very small amount. Half cup of sugar. We're using caster sugar. Okay, but that's probably not wanting to. Oh, excuse me, what's going on? Okay. I'm just going to tablespoon. Oh, you can't even see me. That's so sad. You're just going to have to picture my beautiful face for 2 seconds. Excuse me. Why isn't this filling as quick as I want to do? Okay. Half cup of sugar in the bowl. Next. What is next? And brown sugar. Oh, okay, I need brown sugar. I don't think I've got enough brown sugar, considering I think this is all I've got. Unless there's more in the cupboard. I don't think there's more in the cupboard though. No. Boring. Okay, well, I need to get more brown sugar. Back with my spoon. I need, how much do I need? 50 grams. Oh, we can do that, I'm sure. Let's just chuck that in. Oh, okay, well that is not 50 grams, that's 22 grams. Maybe I just add a bit more like caster sugar. I'm really scraping the barrel here. That's 28. Good enough. We're just going to add some more caster sugar in to round it up. Whoopee! Next, okay, apparently I need to use an electric mixer. Do I own an electric mixer? I think I do actually. Can't be bothered to find it though. So, we are going to, what's best to use for this? A spatula? Back with the iconic unicorn spatula, guys. I'm gonna move you over here a little bit because I feel like you're kind of, that's better. So I need to cream together the butter and sugar. I actually just think that butter and sugar mixed together is such an underrated combo. Like, whenever I make biscuits, I feel like I just want to eat the butter and sugar. Is that odd? Is that bad? I don't know. But yeah, we're just gonna smush this with a spatula until it's fluffy. I actually love baking. I used to have, well, technically the Instagram account is still up if anyone wants to go follow it. It's Young Vegan Baker on Instagram. But I don't post on there anymore, so maybe don't. But yeah, I used to do loads of like vegan recipes and stuff. Okay, there we go. That is our butter and sugar mix. Next up, flax egg. Now this is where things get sticky. I don't have a flax egg, so I'm just gonna do without and just add some weather. How much do I need? Vanilla? A teaspoon? That feels like a teaspoon to me. And then I'm gonna actually, guys, I'm a genius. I'm gonna put some like gingerbread. No, it's gonna make this gingerbread flavoured, maybe. But I feel like it'll just add a nice little spice kick to it. So hopefully that works. And yeah, mix that in. Lovely. Next, add in flour, baking powder, spices and salt. Add the flour first and then the other ingredients on top. Oh, now I need my scales back. Right, how much flour do I need? 196. See, this is very specific. But I think it's because it was an American recipe, so it was all in like cups and stuff, and then I got it converted on the website to like grams, and I think that's why it's so oddly specific. But everyone's like baking as a science or whatever, so I ain't gonna go ahead against it. Baking powder. Ooh, oh my god, I literally got 2 under. Incredible, I'm just a genius. Now, it says pumpkin pie spice. I live in England. You can't basically buy pumpkin pie spice, okay? So, what I normally do is I mix together some like chai latte powder and some cinnamon in here. I only need 2 grams apparently of this. Well, that's like nothing. Haha. I'm gonna put a little bit more though, because that doesn't feel like quite enough. I've got 6 grams, guys. I'm breaking all the rules. And then shit ton of cinnamon, because I love cinnamon. And oh, salt. Apparently we need 1.5 grams of salt. Okay, well it's suddenly gone from 0 to 3, but I'm not taking out the salt, so it can balance out the cinnamon. And then I'm assuming I just mix it together. Mix everything until a thick cookie dough forms. Lovely. I'm good at mixing. So I'm going to mix this all together and put it in the fridge. And then we're going to come back and we're going to make the apple pie filling, which is probably the best bit, okay? Okay, so cookie dough is made in the fridge. I've got my apples chopped. I've done 2 apples. I've done like smallish cubes. We're going to put them in the saucepan. And then you are supposed to use cooking apples for this. I don't have any cooking apples, so I just used like regular apples. And then we need more butter. How much butter do we need? 28 grams. That's fine. Okay, I've done a bit more, but it will melt anyways, so it's fine. I'm going to go back in the fridge. And then what else do we need? We need you're supposed to use brown sugar. I don't have any brown sugar left, as we know, so I'm just going to use more normal sugar. How much am I supposed to put of this? 36 grams. We'll do more just to make it nice. And then seasoning, not seasoning, spices. More of the chili. I need to get more of this. And then more cinnamon. And then we stir this over, I want to say a low heat, medium heat. I'm putting it on 6. And then we'll just wait until the butter melts, I guess. I'm going to put it on high just to like get the pan heated up, and then we're going to put it back on medium. Suddenly, I think like doing actual activity has made me a bit warmer. So, jumper's coming off. I do have this super cute top that I got in a charity shop the other day. And, oh, the butter's melted. Oh, it's sizzling. Let's put that down. But yeah, I got this new top in a charity shop. It's so cute. It's giving like it feels like autumnal, early 2000s, like fall kind of American TV shows. Like Ariel Montgomery, like Ron Gilmore kind of vibes. Speaking of which, I've already started rewatching Pretty Little Liars. Loving it, literally whilst I was mixing up the cookie dough. I've had it on my iPad. And I need to start my yearly Gilmore Girls rewatch. But I feel like I want to get a bit further on Pretty Little Liars first. Okay, so now the butter consistency is mostly like melted. It does say until the mixture starts bubbling. It's not bubbling, but it feels melted, so I'm like, do I do that? And then okay, you're supposed to use cornstarch. Again, I don't own cornstarch. So I think what I did last time is I just mixed a bit of flour into it. I put some water in, and then I just put a bit of extra flour. So I'm gonna do that again in hopes that it makes it a bit more homogeneous. I'm gonna put a little bit of water in. And then back with our flour. And hopefully it'll thicken it up a little bit. Is that everything? Oh, you also put there's supposed to put lemon juice in it. I don't think I own any lemon juice. So yeah. So we're just gonna leave that to kind of do its thing, I guess. It's apparently supposed to become thick and glossy, the mixture. So I guess we're just gonna let that chill, and I'll be back once that's thick and glossy. Okay, so we're back. The cookie dough has been in the fridge for a while. The bowl's like actually quite cold, so hopefully the dough's cooled down. This has got hopefully thick and glossy enough. I can't really show you about it, like about to fall out, but you know. And then it also says to have a little bowl of sugar to like roll the cookie dough pieces in. So I've got my bowl, I've got an ice cream scoop, and we're just gonna like ice cream scoop them out. Now, I remember when I made these last year, they were, oh, and I washed my hands by the way, so don't start stressing. They like did quite a lot. That's the best explanation I can do. So, but I know the crumble cookies have been like going licky croquet for ages. So I'm gonna try to do like my version of like a crumble cookie, like, you know, you see them like really thick New York cookies. So we're gonna do that. Apparently we've got to like roll it in sugar. And then we're gonna just leave that there. I'm gonna do all the like actual balls of like cookie dough first, and then we're gonna just put like the filling on afterwards. So yeah, I'm doing quite big like chunks of cookie dough, and I'm gonna spread them out quite far apart and not do that many on a tray, so that if they do like expand, they don't like all melt into each other. So that's always a little bit annoying. I've also done quite a like dry crumbly cookie mix, like because we didn't have the flax egg as like a binding agent, it's a lot drier than it usually would be. But I feel like that's quite good, because hopefully it will mean it won't like expand as much and like, you know, just look like flat when it comes out of the oven. So I'm gonna do 6 cookies on a sheet, I think. Like I said, I'm doing massive ones, hopefully massive anyways, so they'll be a bit nicer to eat. I'm gonna add an extra bit. Yeah, just rolling them on sugar to make sure they're all like coated. I don't know what this does, but it says it on the recipe, so we're gonna do it. Maybe this like somehow stops it from melting as much. I don't really know, but sugar's nice, so I'm not gonna complain. It's falling apart. So I've done 6, but I feel like there's like a tiny amount of just like crumbs left. So I think I'm just gonna add this to some of the like smaller ones and hopefully just make them all like massive. Because also I still got quite a bit of sugar left in the bowl, so we're just gonna re-roll it. My hands feel so weird because they're like all covered in sugar now. I don't like it. It's like I've got like a sugar scrub constantly just on my hands. Is that the same size as the bigger ones? I'm gonna add a little bit more. And these will be like proper little cakes. There's like one other one that's a bit small, so I'm going to add some extra to this one. And then hopefully that will be pretty even in size. I think this recipe is supposed to make 10 cookies, but I think in the recipe they probably did theirs a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna quickly wash my hands because I don't like having sugar all over my hands. So I've got this really cute little bat Halloween like tea towel. We got it last year in Home Sense and I'm desperate to get more Halloween tea towels. So yeah, now what are we gonna do next? I think we've got to like, oh, use your thumb. I don't want to use my thumb because then I'm gonna get like stuff in it. So we use a teaspoon because I feel like that's similar. And we're gonna do a little dent in the middle of it. Oops. Try not to make the cookies all fall apart. So we've got like a little hole, and then I've probably made way too much of this mixture now, but whatever. We're just going to chuck some of this on top of each. I'm going to start by getting like the apple chunks because they kind of take up the most room. Maybe I should have chopped them a bit smaller, but whatever. One of them's escaped. Oh, many are escaping. Got some little con artists over there. Not con artists. Is it just called escape artists? I don't even know, queens. Anyways, so once I've got the apple, I'm gonna just like go in with like the extra sauce sort of stuff and really like coat that on. And I'm really just going to try and get as much like apple on each one as I can. Especially like the smaller bits because I feel like they're a bit easier to kind of balance on top. Okay, so I feel like that's enough. There's still a bit of the like sauce sort of stuff left in. I'm gonna take the spatula and just try and drizzle as much of this over the cookies. The apple is all kind of falling off. So I'm gonna have to do a bit of reconstruction in a second. But they're all kind of in their own little puddle of, oh, that tastes really good. Just on its own. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of reconstruction to try and like force some of the apple chunks onto the cookies. If not, hopefully, if the cookies do expand a little bit, I can just envelop them. But yeah, here are the cookies before they go in. Like I said, they're all in their own little puddle. I'm hoping, like, if they do expand a bit, because they're likely to like soak up some of that. And if not, then we just got some cutesy little bits of this. I've prepped the oven to 180. So hopefully we're going to put these in, and then I'll see you when they've come out. Okay, so the cookies are out of the oven, they've cooled down. They definitely did expand loads, but they do look so good. They look like mini cakes. They're like fully cool now, but I'm just kind of letting them sit to like crisp up a bit. Also because they're like, look kind of, well, they are solid, but they just look kind of like, I don't really know. I need to figure out some way to display them. I really want to try one, but I only made 6, as you can see. And so I was thinking to have like 2 each for like me, my mum and my stepdad, like tonight and tomorrow night for like our pudding. But yeah, they turned out super good. I'm gonna be real with you, I did very much take a couple like bites of the dough, and 2 when they came out of the oven. I like basically went around with a bowl and like moved them around to make sure they like looked nice, because they did kind of expand into each other a little bit. And so I've done that, and any like excess that was cut off I did again. It was so good. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you got inspired to do some autumnal baking, and yeah, I'll see you next video. Bye.